The rules for adding and subtracting roots are a little bit different than the rules for multiplying and dividing. I would think of adding and subtracting radicals like adding and subtracting like terms. So let's say this problem said negative 2x plus 6x. Negative 2x plus 6x is 4x. We've learned that before. So along those same lines, negative 2 root 2 plus 6 root 2 is 4 root 2. It doesn't become root 4. I didn't add the 2's or multiply the 2's. The radical stays the same. I just combine the coefficients. So negative 2 root 2 plus 6 root 2 is 4 root 2. So at first glance, number 5 cannot be combined because the radicals are not the same. So it would be like, don't quit out of the video yet. It would be kind of like trying to take 2x minus 5y. I can't combine them. They're not like terms. However, I need to analyze the square root of 54 because the square root of 54 can be simplified. So a y can't magically become an x, but a root 54 might be able to be simplified to be a root 6. So let's simplify the square root of 54. The perfect square that goes into 54 is 9. So 54 is 9 times 6. So the square root of 9 is 3. The square root of 6 is root 6. So root 54 is the same thing as 3 root 6. Now don't lose the fact that this is minus a 5 times that. So whether you think of that as a minus sign or a negative sign, the 5 times the 3 is 15, and it is going to be negative. So minus 15 root 6. So I'm taking 2 root 6 minus 15 root 6. And now that they are like terms or like radicals, I just take 2 minus 15 and get negative 13 root 6. So it doesn't become root 12. It doesn't become root 0, anything. It stays root 6. So that's the main idea with adding and subtracting roots. So let's do this. Here's number 6. It says root 12 plus 6 root 3 plus 2 root 6. So pause the video and see if you can get the right answer, and then we'll compare. So the square root of 12 can be simplified. The square root of 12, the perfect square 4 goes into it. So since 12 is 4 and 3, the square root of 4 is 2. The square root of 3 is the square root of 3. So root 12 can be rewritten to root 3. The square root of 3 cannot be simplified, so this says plus 6 root 3 and then plus 2 root 6. So yes, 6 is 2 and 3, but there's no perfect square other than 1 that is a factor of 6. So what I can do is combine 2 root 3 plus 6 root 3. 2 plus 6 is 8 root 3 plus 2 root 6. And this whole thing is the final answer. I cannot combine a root 3 and a root 6. Both of them are as simplified as possible, and the radicals are not the same. So this is the final answer. It does not become root 9 or anything like that.